Increasingly these days, modern music is including a lot of ethnic sounds, everything from reggae and Latin jazz to rap and tribal rhythms. The move to a world beat has spawned a number of international success stories, and one of the primary ones, Ofra Haza of Israel. Her first album was a hit here. Her second is also expected to be a smash. It's called Desert Wind. And as I say good morning, I'm reminded that you said Desert Wind explains to people who you are. How so?
Well, you know, in the album you can hear, you know, my tradition, my prayers. You can hear memories, yearning, protest, reality, a reaction to what happens to us every day.
So your music is very much shaped by who you are and where you're from.
Yes. I combined in the album East and West together. And that's why I'm singing also in English, because, you know, I wanted to bring the messages to the audience in a language that they would understand.
How would you describe your sound? Give me a working definition. Give me a label, if you will.
It's a Yemenite Jewish songs. That's it.
The music of your forefathers.
Yeah, yeah. The music that, you know, my mother sang and my mother taught me and I learned from her. Actually, she was a singer in Yemen and she sang in traditional weddings, parties. When they came to Israel, she has to raise 9 children. So she stayed at home and sang for us.
I was going to say, you come from a big family. Did everybody in the family gravitate to music?
Well, they have wonderful voices, but, you know, they are married now with children, so I'm the only one singer.
You were a little bit earlier, let me have the tray in here, Louis. If you were a little bit earlier, you were showing us how you can make music basically on the most common things. What were you doing in the green room with this?
Actually, the Yemenite people in Yemen, you know, it was very primitive country, so they didn't have piano, guitar, saxophone, flutes to play with. So they used voice, hands, and a silver tin. They put it on the shoulder and they played with the tin. Unfortunately, I don't have here tin, so we found this tray. And I can show you a little bit. It looks like...
real quick. Oh my goodness. I'm spending all of our time here talking, but we want to hear you sing. I've got to ask you, though, what do you think it is that has struck such a chord with American audiences? I mean, people who don't understand that sound and yet love your music.
Well, first of all, this music survived in the Yemenite deserts without any help of tape recorders, discs, things like that, from generation to generation. Secondly, it's a special songs, special music that people didn't hear before. Maybe they are a little bit tired of the same music they used to hear all these years, and suddenly comes something very special, and they are very open, and I'm very glad for that.
Yours is going to be very different. What is it you're going to sing?
I will sing a love song. Lyrics are from the Bible, Song of Songs of King Solomon, and melody by Bezalel Aloni.
And a cappella, too.
Yeah, a cappella. Thank you, Brian. סימני קח אותם על ליבך, סימני קח אותם על זרועך, כי עזק המוות אהבה, כי עזק המוות
Goodness, that's absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
You are going to be a world traveler for the next couple of months?
Yes, I'll be touring beginning of May in Europe. I'll be in England, Paris, Italy, Japan, Moscow, Leningrad, Budapest, all over the places, and then I'll come to America.